Hey guys, what's up? It's Jimmy, and today we'll be taking a look at the highly anticipated Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U. Don't say it, I'll say it for you. But Jimmy, you already did an incredible video on the new Smash Bros. Game when you reviewed the 3DS version in such immense detail. Yes, my beautiful little viewer, you are correct. I did make that video. And in fact, I wasn't intending to make a video on the Wii U version. But the lovely people at Nintendo of America were kind enough to send me a review copy of the game. And I'd feel like a total jerk if I didn't talk about the game after they sent it to me. So thank you, Nintendo. And don't worry, I'm not restricted to only saying good things about the game just because Nintendo sent it to me. I'll be saying good things about it because holy crap guys, this might be the best thing I've ever played. Now that the game's out, you're going to be seeing tons of reviews and coverage from all sorts of people. They're going to be going incredibly in-depth about the new customization options, which characters are the best to use, how the physics differ from past games, and the list goes on and on. But that's not really how I'm going to be looking at the game today. Now, I absolutely respect all of the ways people are going to be looking at the game from. The people with these viewpoints are the ones that make Smash Bros. Such an incredible game to watch and talk about. But to be perfectly honest with you, I really suck at this game. So I'll be talking about the strides that I think it makes. Growing up, Super Smash Bros. Melee was one of the go-to party games for my circle of friends to play together. Sadly though, as I've gotten older, I've gotten busier, as have most of my friends. So we don't have designated days to hang out and play video games anymore. And unfortunately, as much as I really did like Brawl, I wasn't able to experience that same community with local play. And my internet connection back then was not too hot either. Because of that, I grew to value features like the Subspace Emissary for giving me a solid single-player experience, something that Super Smash Bros. For Wii U also does really well. Now, these new Smash Bros. Games are essentially the same game, and I like to think of them as such. But if you own both systems, I highly recommend getting both games. Smash on 3DS, for me at least, is the true local play mode. Why is that? Well, because it can be taken with you everywhere you go. Over the past 2 months, my friends and I have chosen to use our time in between classes as our dedicated Smash Bros. Time. Like I said, I'm not very good, but who cares? It's Smash Bros. That's the beauty of the game. You could be terrible at it and still have a great time with it. Being the more powerful system, and the one that has the ability to connect to Wi-Fi using an Ethernet cable, I feel that Smash Bros. On Wii U will become the dedicated online mode. I'm not saying the 3DS version failed in that department by any stretch of the imagination, but I did encounter a few hiccups here and there throughout my several hundred matches. This not only happened during the game's initial launch period, but for the months to follow as well. However, with Wii U, the only time I had any hiccups was during one of 30 matches. And that match was against my friend Josh, who has horrible internet. Like, come on now, Josh, it's 2014. Do you live in a cave? Underwater? After he left, the matches ran flawlessly, and continued to do so even when Josh came back after resetting his router. It was really nice, I was quite impressed. Now, the Wii U version definitely has some unique things up its sleeve to make its local play and single player exciting as well. The all-new Smash Tour feature combines Super Smash Bros. With Nintendo's other party pastime, Mario Party. It's a very simple setup. You roll a number and then move around the board to collect the various fighters and power-ups scattered about. Once all the turns have gone by, a final battle will begin, and the fighters you collect during the game will count as individual stocks during the final match. Unfortunately, you can't play it online, which is a real bummer because I'd love to play and stream this game with some friends of mine that aren't in my general area. And let's not forget 8-player Smash. It makes team matches way more interesting because you've got so many people on screen at once. Unfortunately, this also can't be played online. Admittedly, I do understand. Relying on 8 people to have solid internet connections can be a pretty big hassle. I'm looking at you, Josh. Smash on Wii U also contains its own selection of stages, expanded music library, challenges, stage builder, and much more. The stages, of course, look beautiful, as do the character models. And the new remixes added are phenomenal. They really put together a diverse collection of songs this time. I had no idea Style Savvy had good music. So thanks, Smash Brothers. The game also launches with the introduction of Amiibo, Nintendo's NFC figure line. I'll be saving Amiibo discussion for a future video because I have some fun ideas for it, and I also haven't really gotten a chance to use a lot of them yet. So I think this is where I'm going to end for today. Once again, I highly recommend picking up both versions of Smash Bros. If you have the systems to play them on, and the funds to justify the purchase, of course. Both games work very well on their own, but together they make this the ideal Smash Bros. Experience. Thanks so much for watching. If you're new, subscribe. You can keep up with my new videos that way. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and my other social media sites too. It's a great way to contact me and find out more about my upcoming projects. For previous projects, check out my review of the newly released Sonic Boom. In my video, I cover both the Wii U and 3DS versions, so get ready for a fun time. And if you want something a little different, check out my top 5 Nintendo DS games, with special guest Peanut Butter Gamer. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys next time with more videos.